When I told my family I was getting married, they laughed. On my wedding day, my mother smirked. The real bride is already there, your sister. And every expense was covered by my in-laws, even a luxury house. My parents snorted. Oh great, who's the lucky guy? My sister chimed in. Yes, tell us when you'll bring him by. They laughed like I'd told the funniest joke of the year. For context, I've been the invisible daughter my entire life. My sister Vivian was the golden child. Pageant queen, homecoming court, the one my parents introduced first at every event. I was the quiet one who got a full scholarship to nursing school and nobody mentioned it at Thanksgiving. When I met Alistair at a medical conference, everything changed. His family owned private hospitals across 3 states. When he proposed, his parents offered to cover the wedding, honeymoon, and gifted us a house in a gated community. I was excited to tell my family. My mom barely looked up. Sounds like a scam. My dad laughed. Nobody gives away a house. Vivian rolled her eyes. Is he even real? I said I'd bring him by tomorrow. The next afternoon, Alistair pulled up in his black Mercedes. My family's faces changed the second he stepped out. Tall, sharp jaw, tailored suit. My mom fixed her hair. My dad stood straighter. Vivian put on that smile she uses when she wants something. This is Alistair, I said. Before I could say more, Vivian grabbed his arm and pulled him toward the garden. Let me show you around. I watched them disappear behind the hedges. When they came back 5 minutes later, Alistair looked uncomfortable. That night I asked what she said. He shrugged. Nothing important. But he wouldn't look at me. Alistair, what did she say? He rubbed the back of his neck. She said you have mental health issues and I should be careful. That you get attached too fast and make things up. My blood went cold. What did you say? I told her I've known you for 2 years and that's not my experience. He paused. But she said something else too. What? She said if things don't work out with you, she'd be available. I stood there processing the fact that my sister tried to sabotage my relationship and offer herself as a replacement within 5 minutes of meeting my fiancé. The weeks before the wedding were chaos. My mom kept calling with strange requests. Change the venue, move the date, make Vivian maid of honor. I said no to everything. Then the wedding morning arrived. I was in my childhood bedroom getting ready. My mom walked in and started fussing. Your hair isn't right. She spent 40 minutes doing nothing useful, then left to make calls, then came back to check her own makeup in my mirror. Mom, we need to leave. Ceremony starts in an hour. She looked at me and smiled. Not warm, cold. Don't worry, no one's getting late. The real bride is already there. I stared at her. What? Your sister. She's at the venue in a white dress. Alistair's family doesn't know the difference. By the time you arrive, it'll be done. She blocked the door. You should have shared him when you had the chance. I sat there for 10 seconds, then picked up my phone and called Alistair's mother. Mrs. Kensington, the woman at the venue in white is not me. It's my sister. Do not let the ceremony proceed. 3 seconds of silence. Consider it handled. I called my best friend. Get to the venue, record everything. Then I did my makeup in 6 minutes, grabbed my backup dress from my car, and drove myself there. When I arrived, the scene was already falling apart. Vivian was at the altar in a dress she'd bought 2 weeks ago. Alistair was nowhere near her. He was with his mother near the entrance, arms crossed, face like stone. Vivian was crying, telling guests it was a misunderstanding. My mom was trying to convince Alistair's father this was a joke. He wasn't laughing. I walked straight down the aisle. Every head turned. Vivian saw me and crumbled. You weren't supposed to be here yet, she whispered. And you weren't supposed to be wearing white, I said. Alistair's mother addressed the room. We've contacted police. This woman impersonated our son's fiancé and attempted to obtain a marriage license using forged documents. Vivian went pale. My mom tried to leave, but security blocked the exit. Those documents were real, she stammered. I have every right to. You have the right to remain silent, the officer said from the side door. They arrested Vivian for fraud and identity theft on the spot. My mom was escorted out. My dad, who'd driven separately and knew nothing, sat in the 3rd row with his head in his hands. Alistair walked over and took my hand. Still want to marry me today? Absolutely. We married 40 minutes later. I never spoke to my mother or sister again.